was selected in order to represent Africa.
My dream became true.
It gave the chance of recognition to those that are not recognized.
مبسوطة قوي إن أنا شايفاك أصلا.
تسمع كل الآراء بس هي بتفكر لوحدها.
طب ممكن أفكر ثانية؟
This has been a journey of learning, of ongoing learning. LEAD started in 2004 as a joint effort between the United States Agency for International Development and the American University in Cairo.
USAID created the LEAD program in 2004 as a way to give disadvantaged students an opportunity to attend AUC. So since then, one female and one male from every governorate in each year has attended AUC.
The vision was to provide these students with the opportunity to benefit from liberal arts education at AUC and receive trainings and support to become change agents in their communities.
الهدف بتاع المشروع كله إتاحة الفن، فكرة إنك تبقى بتعرض في الشارع يعني بتطلع الفنون المختلفة من جوه المسارح والجاليريات والحاجات للشارع. وبالتالي المواطن عادي اللي ماشي في الشارع يقدر يتفرج عليها ويستمتع بيها ويبتدي يتذوقها.
أنا شايفة إن المحافظات مش واخدة أي حقها في الفن خالص، لأنه دايماً الحاجات دي متركزة في القاهرة، فلما الحاجات دي بتيجي للمحافظات منها دمياط يعني دي أكيد حاجة كويسة جداً.
ديديكيتد للشغل، مهتمية بالتفاصيل، دؤوبة، مجتهدة، مخلصة، بتؤمن بالقضية اللي احنا بنتكلم فيها بنشتغل فيها، فيعني ريم شي از جريت كوليج يعني. كل الشغل لما بينجح عشان ريم وراه يعني.
في كتير من اللي بيعرفوها ومن الأصحاب ومن الأهل ومن المعارف ومن كله بيشوفوها نموذج كويس.
I believe in the power of art. I also got really encouraged to work with محطات and to see how art influence lives and how art can change.
بس أنت تتفاجئ لما كان في الأوبرا البلكونة معمولة في مكان شعبي جدا، والناس البسيطة والبياعين اللي في الشارع والستات اللي معدية في منتهى السعادة وقاعدين ونسيوا ان هم رايحين ليه وجايين منين، وقفوا يتفرجوا واستمتعوا وبقى يدعوا لهم، يعني بقيت سامعاهم يقول لهم ربنا يبارك فيكم، ربنا يسعدكم، انتوا حسستونا ان احنا بني ادمين.
Our LEAD students and graduates have proved beyond doubt that when given the chance, the proper support, young, excelling, hard-working students from different Egyptian governorates and unprivileged areas can make a difference. They can learn and they can lead change efforts within their communities.
نزلنا السوق واشترينا خرفان واشترينا ماعز، اشترينا 5 خرفان ذكور نسمنهم، وال5 الماعز نتايات ننتج منهم الناتج الصغير.
I'm from Cairo, not from South Egypt. Yet one of my dreams since I joined LEAD, I think, that I wanted to work on ground, and one of the LEAD components in the beginning was actually going around all the governorates of Egypt to figure out and discover their challenges, economic and social issues. So during this experience, I got to visit everywhere and to meet people and saw their challenges and actually feel their needs. At that moment, I decided that I want to help them one day to get out of the bubble, to get out of Cairo bubble. One of the projects I was working on since October 2015 is a project called Copper Dakhlat. The main purpose of it is to empower individuals in those villages and in those poor villages in order to carry out their own businesses and do their own project. I went through to walk on the streets of the villages in order to know how we can reach them. Some of the ways I figured out I can use in the beginning, it was like drawing on the walls, using tuk-tuk, like the small cars, doing some announcements, public announcements, using the mic and going all over the villages themselves. I was going all around, visiting them, trying to convince them with our project and asking them actually to gather the citizens and the people of the villages in order to meet with me and to talk to them about the project itself.
بعد التدريب استفدنا حاجات كتير وعرفنا نشتغل الشغل يعني الصح اللي هو بالنسبة للتسمين.
هنملى الكيس ونبيعه بحوالي 30 جنيه برضه بسعر مش هنعلي قوي عشان يكون سعر محدود برضه يكون في إمكانيات الجميع يشتري.
Nama is actually an initiator. She can initiate things and then she can achieve them. She actually has the courage when she takes an initiative to tell everybody what they can do in this initiative and what is the role of everybody.
Egyptian governorates in general lacked services and infrastructure and opportunities, and part of the program's vision was to empower these communities through empowering students from the communities themselves.
When I went to AAC, I saw how student activities changed my life and changed many of the students' lives. So I thought, yeah, this was the entry point. This was how I sold the idea to the youth here in Ismailia. Over the time when we started Alashani Kabaladi, it was more concerned about sustainable development. We did around 30 micro projects. We gave loans. We tried to teach the beneficiaries how to manage their projects, how to avoid defecting, how to pay installments on time. And we gave them trainings on business planning, entrepreneurship, soft skills, marketing, communication skills, all we thought that they would need in the process. This is the main milestone of our work here in Ismailia in Bahtini.
فتحت المشروع وعلمت العيال وكويس يعني ما فيهوش حاجه. فادني في كل حاجه، جددت، ما كانش عندي الطلبات دي كلها. جددت طلبات وجددت والحاجه بتخلص بجيب غيرها. يعني كويس المشروع مش وحش.
مع عبد الله بصراحه يعني اي حد من اصحابنا يعني بقى بيحتاج يعمل CV، بقى بيروح له، بقى بيحتاج يعمل بروبوزال، بيقدم في اي منحه، يقدم في جامعه، بقى يعني عبد الله بقى خلاص هو معروف، هو اكتر واحد بيساعد في الحاجات دي، واكتر واحد فاهم فيها.
We did not expect our students to become change agents or leaders in their communities with just attending training courses or talking about empowerment. I think what we did is that we created the proper environment for them to develop these skills.
Being part of the LEAD program and involved in the LEAD activities has improved my leadership skills and improved me with critical thinking, which helped me a lot in my work and made me excel on it, to the extent that my achievements in solving disputes in many of the cases affecting public opinion have been published in newspapers.
المنحة اللي خدها دي أثرت فيه إن هو أصبح أكثر اتزاجا ونضوجا، يعني واخد المواضيع كلها بجدية وبوضوح أكتر، عنده نظرة لبكرة كويسة، مشرف لينا يعني ما في وسط أصدقائنا، مشرف، حاجة ناجحة.
In addition, the LEAD program has enhanced my social involvement. It gave me the opportunity to practice the social activities held by the AUC. For example, I was a member in the AYB club on AUC Alashani Kabaladi, and I was part of the research and development committee. Me and the members of the committee used to go to the poor districts in Cairo, meet the needy people, record their needs, and put strategies that aim to enhance the life conditions of them.
AUC provided our students with the opportunity to think critically, to think outside of the box.
We took the initiative to enhance the service and take the lead to serve AUC community with higher quality and more healthy food.
We have a company with more than 70 employees, and we started with one place, the American University in Cairo in the 5th district, and now we have the American University in Cairo in the 5th district and the British University in Egypt, the food court, and we have also the main restaurant and the El Zuhur sporting club in the 5th district, and we have another line, Tarwiya Catering, which is specialized in catering for individuals and corporates, including managing the conferences, events, weddings, and every related stuff to the food service.
Our current mode of operation and programs have changed a lot throughout the years as students grew and became more aware of their needs and became more expressive of these needs as well. We have changed a lot what we used to do. So we have a variety of activities to help students develop their leadership skills.
One major component of the program is to offer the students an opportunity to study in an American university abroad.
Students get to apply all the skills and knowledge they learn throughout the years in an annual conference. In this conference, they work together, they work in teams, they choose an issue that is problematic in the Egyptian community, they decide collectively how to solve this problem, they reach out to different universities, to young persons from multiple governorates to work together on finding a solution to this problem.
At my first year here in AUC, the LEAD conference was about developing education, the educational system in Egypt, and we got the first place in this conference. We contacted one of the managers, the school managers that attended the closing of the ceremony. In numbers, we trained over 40 teachers from primary, preparatory and secondary schools, and also we could make great partnerships with great institutions like Injaz Egypt.
I had a chance and the opportunity to become the last chairperson for the last LEAD organized conference. It was very special this year because it was tackling a very hot topic, which is breast cancer. It was very interesting because we had it organized in October, which is the International Month for Breast Cancer Awareness. And we had the opportunity to bring together people from different places in Egypt. So it was a bit tough, but it was very interesting and very fruitful at the very end of the conference. When we had people sharing their stories, it was very inspiring. So I just had the honor to work on such an event.
They really understand the connection between the community and the studies, and they really engage themselves deeply in any marginalized community, bonding with the people, understanding the problems of the place. They serve as marvelous facilitators in these landscapes. All of my students are really delightful people, but the LEAD students have a kind of integrity and character and motivation and ambition that pushes them further. In some cases than the other students. They are energized by a kind of motivation. They really desire success in a very special way, and they're wonderful people. They have the most lovely personalities.
People know who LEAD scholars are. We hear that employers ask for LEAD students. When I'm at events, people come up and introduce themselves to me as LEAD alumni. We seek their input when we're designing our new education strategy. I was fortunate to speak at one of the amazing student-led conferences that they organized in October. I also love to talk to LEAD students when I meet them. There's one woman who's studying at Oxford. She's getting a PhD. Every time I see her, I think that perhaps she should be in my position. She's so smart and such a bright light for the future of Egypt.
Currently, I'm doing my PhD in social policy at the University of Oxford. In 2012, I headed conference Mission E on education, where I led a team of 120 members from 18 public and private universities from 6 governorates. The main objective of the conference was to improve the quality of education in primary schools in Egypt. When I applied for the scholarship in order to do my PhD, I was the only student representing Africa. They actually selected me because of the conference.
LEAD students and alumni tell us that they have influenced many family members and friends and neighbors. Some of our students were the first among their families to pursue higher education. These students, with their success and their stories, when they went back to their villages and they told their story to their families and to their cousins and friends, they influenced those students to pursue higher education, and they also had an impact on the parents to accept to let go of their children, especially girls in some of the villages.
When I was 15, Mina, he's one of the LEAD students. He's also from El Qusayya, Asyut. He came and gives us a lecture about the political system in Egypt. This lecture makes me think to come to AUC and study economics and political science like Mina. I gave up medicine school and came here to AUC to study economics. All the LEAD students helped me to achieve this.
to come here to AUC and to find my comfort zone with them because they are from the same culture I am from.
Mina, how are you? How's it going?
Hello, Sudaf, how are you doing?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm fine. Let me, as I'm speaking now from Beijing, allow me to greet you in Chinese. Ni hao.
Wow, ni hao.
I'm currently working for the Egyptian embassy in Beijing, and I have been here for the past 5 to 6 months, and that's why I'm currently speaking to you from Beijing. For me, a LEAD program has helped me understand that education and learning is not a phase in our life. It's a lifetime process. There are many values that we have acquired throughout our time in LEAD that we really appreciate, how to really appreciate diversity, how to experience leadership, and how to encourage other people around us to be more tolerant and how they are dealing differences and diversity. I would like to also highlight that some moments in our life we take for granted. And one of these moments is for me when I'm attending a multilateral event in China or elsewhere, and I'm sitting behind the Blackhead of Egypt.
A big part of our students' success and development can be attributed actually to the challenges that they have been facing throughout the years as they transitioned from their quiet, warm neighborhoods into busy Cairo, into the socioeconomically different AUC. Many students in the beginning found difficulty actually adapting to that.
Especially with the language, especially with the pronunciation. They were at the beginning far more reluctant to speak out, and students, AUCians, were a little bit in this state of not understanding what's with them.
So one of the obstacles I faced when I first came into AUC was to get used into the liberal education system, especially that I came from governmental school. Another challenge that I faced when I came into AUC was living away from my family for the first time.
I guess there are many challenges. The first one is to be in a social life or a society like the American University where all the too much rich people are there, and I'm not saying that but we're from different societies, so the cultural differences between us and them is not that easy to be, tackle, or to be able to live in that society is not easy.
One of the main challenges, I think, was what to say to my teachers who taught me at school. They were expecting that I join medicine or pharmacy school. So maybe people's expectations were a bit different from what I had in mind for myself. So that was a bit challenging during my study, and I'm trying now to let people know that there are other options that they should explore.
What I do is to facilitate the discussion where we can come up with the action plan to overcome this challenge. I refer them to the counseling office if needed, or I pair them up with other older students or experienced students who can help them overcome this challenge.
A lot of the times they realized that there were very common challenges and common issues that the Egyptian society faced, and they were able to come together to maybe present solutions to these issues and to these challenges.
It's a journey with all its chapters, whether it's difficulties, hard times, conflicts. It's a tough journey, yet I admit it's a rewarding one.
If we face any trouble outside, even something I would say in the street or anything, we have been calling them to support us, to help us, and they have been really a great help of us.
So thinking that all these things would have been almost impossible without the support of the LEAD program and the USAID, I would like to thank them and tell them that I really appreciate the chance that I was given, and thank you so much.
Thank you for enlightening my future by providing me with excellent opportunity for education and social skills, which will enable me to achieve my dream in serving the Egyptian society by maintaining justice and helping people get the rights, not only people within my city, Hurghada, but people from all over Egypt.
I would like to thank you for the initiative. I would like to thank you for the patience, for the efforts, for all what you have been doing for us in order to be in this place one day.
Thank you for all what you did, and thank you for being always in our back.
Despite all challenges, our LEAD students and graduates proved that when given the chance, young, excelling, hardworking Egyptian students can succeed, can excel, can compete, and can lead change efforts within their communities.
We couldn't be more pleased with our partnership with AUC in this program over the past decade.
This undergraduate scholarship has changed the lives of those Egyptian students, and they have been in turn changing their communities.